In today's episode of Manabonded, Nate lets his inside thoughts outside.
Fantastic. I love him so much. I want to do him.
Josh shares what it's like to chew 5 gum. Yeah, it feels good for all of 30 seconds. And Zack gives the advice he's learned for being in last place at the local go-kart tracks.
It's okay to slow down. It's okay to hold things back and not do everything you can do just because you can.
Hello everyone and welcome to Manabonded, the Magic the Gathering advice show being listened to by dozens of people every year. My name is Josh, I'm your host, and I'm joined today by my two co-hosts, Nate and Zack. Say hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey, well, I'm one of the dozen people that listen.
True, as am I. So that's a couple people down.
Yeah,
Like
I
2
listen
out
to
of
some
12.
of them.
We're grateful for everybody who listens, because every single one of you listening is just somebody who appreciates what we do. And I hope that we make you smile a little, just a little. Just a little
Yeah.
smirk when we make a dumb joke that you're like, man, I really don't want to give them the credit for. We appreciate those too.
That's what we're here
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, let's kick things right off here because first off, I gotta make a bragging announcement here. About a couple months ago, us boys and Tristan realized that all of us have magic cards that have our names, that have our first names on them. So there's a Tristan card, a Nate card, well, Nathan really, a Zack card,
Yeah.
and 2 Joshua cards now. So we decided to play what we called the name game. We built commander decks built around the commanders with that name, with our name on it, and we played them against each other. It was pretty fun. I'll admit I'm impressed with what Zack was able to pull up, because Zack Fair is not an impressive commander, like, at all. But you made it work,
He is
Zack.
indeed a card of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It's a card that
Zack's
was
deck
made.
was very cool.
it was very cool. Yeah,
Did what I could. It was very
Um,
difficult to
yeah.
build and be
What was-
good.
What was your process going into that? What about the card did you look at and go, yeah, I can work with this?
His name was Zack.
Yep.
Yeah, fair. Okay, that's on me.
That's what I originally saw, and then that was the only option I had. So
That's basically the same with me. It was yep. There's Nathan Drake. Close enough.
Well, because Zach, you took it a very counters-based direction, which I thought was
I don't know
cool.
what I was doing. I just
I'm trying to give you credit
I
here,
forgot to
man.
read the second half of the card that it said, "Hey, an equipment also gets equipped to the creature." So I had Colossus Hammer in there. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I put
And
Temple
Sword
of
of
the
the
False
Animist.
God in there because I thought it's bracket 2. Temple of the False God's a bracket 2 deck, probably? Question mark.
Yeah, probably.
And a piece of my soul left doing that. So
Oh, I imagine that was very painful for you to do.
my deck was not good. The fact that I did anything in our game was impressive.
Yeah. You
You
did quite a
did
bit.
more than I did.
Yeah, you got second place. Yeah, Nate built Nathan Drake from the Uncharted Secret
Yes.
Lair, which is just a Grixis theft deck.
Yep. And I whiffed on basically every single theft attempt possible.
Land after land after
It was
land.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a little
So many
little rough.
lands.
I ended
Yep.
up going with the reskin of Ishin Two Heavens is One from the Fallout New Vegas Secret Lair. So it was Joshua Graham Burned Man. So I had a pretty straightforward direction. I did spice it up a little because I noticed that there were 2 meld pairs that I could use in my colors. And for the folks at home who don't know, meld is a mechanic used very rarely that if 2 cards meet a certain condition, you flip them both over and they each become one whole card. Like, one card has like the top half and the art, and the other card has like all the abilities and everything. Like, they just become one big card. So I ended up putting a meld pair from Innistrad, and then Mishra and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine as well in the deck, which I was very happy to draw naturally. It was very cool. And then Tristan, his commander is very interesting. It was green-black from Lorwyn Eclipsed. You could pay, when you pay mana and it transforms each time. Each time it transforms, you mill 3 cards. And then you can, if you have an elf on the green side, you gain 2 life. And on the black side, you can exile an elf from your graveyard to make each opponent lose 2 life. He basically ignored all of the elf stuff and just made it a green-black reanimator list.
Yep. And it popped off pretty hard.
It went crazy. There's a card, Crabomination, which is super funny, and now one of my new favorite cards. So when it enters,
so silly.
When it enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles a card at random from their hand, a card at random from their graveyard, and the top card of their library. You can pick one and play it for free. Basically, on his second, he managed to play Crabomination, use it, kill it, bring it back. Or no, he saw it in half.
No, he sawed it in half.
Yeah.
He sawed it in half on that same turn.
And targeted both me and Zack with it. Right. The original went to Nate. Then me and Zack each got a copy. And off of Zack, he got Restoration Seminar, the white paradigm from Strixhaven that allows you to reanimate 1 permanent every turn. And then he got Sun
Guess we got reanimated.
Yeah. So this guy just kept getting the greatest white reanimator spells in a green-black reanimator deck.
The first time he tried to reanimate it off the paradigm, I redirected it to make him reanimate his Deathrite Shaman, I think.
That's true.
That only held it off for about 3 seconds until he just reanimated it.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But thankfully, I had an Ink Shield in hand for most of the game. Managed to save my bacon by ink shielding and making 7 Inklings when he attacked with his slightly buffed Sun Titan. And then came to Zack's turn, and everybody realized that with Mishra and my commander, I was killing 2 players just on the attack, because I had Mishra, Dragon Engine, War Leader's Call.
You were going to kill Zack on... Or no, you're going to kill Tristan just with the attack, and if he sent 1 flyer at me, I was just going to die.
Yeah. So it was like, if I attacked with all my creatures, Mishra was going to trigger, each opponent would lose 9 life, and I'd gain 9 life. And if my commander was out, I'd do it twice. So each opponent would lose 18, I'd gain 18. That put Tristan at dead, Nate at 1, and Zack at, very low.
I was at a healthy 24 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Before,
I was doing great that game.
And then...
gaining all that life.
It came to Zack's turn. Everybody realized what was about to happen. They tried to kill it, and I managed to use a Flare of Fortification, or Flare of Fortitude, whatever it is, the white flare that gives your permanents indestructible, gives you hexproof, and all your permanents hexproof. Very good card. Used that, protected my board, came to my turn, swung out, did exactly what I said I was going to do, and ended up winning the game from there. It was very... And I melded Mishra. So that was sweet.
You did meld Mishra. That was pretty sick.
I'm very proud of that.
In hindsight, should have forced you to do just Rograk. That's your commander.
That would have been so
Not even
mean,
a partner. Not even a partner.
But I would have done it.
Just
because that's the Joshua. That's the
the other Joshua reskin. Yeah, no, I could have done that. I do have a deck for the Final Fantasy Joshua where it's a Boros discard and then reanimate deck. So I do have a deck for that. It's not good. I could have spiced it up a little, but yeah. So I won the name game. It was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed it, and I think, I don't know, I just kind of want to do weekly casual, weekly games, or every now and again do these really fun casual restricted brews where we all just pick a theme and have to build from it. So I think
it is a pretty fun plan.
Speaking of, if we do another one, I have the thing I would like to do next, which is I want to pick some of these sweet new cards from Mystery Booster Commander Edition. As of, I think, today of recording, yesterday, whatever, we got the entire card image gallery up. Notably, all of the new cards, not the reprints.
Yeah.
So this includes
it's Mystery Boosters.
Yeah, it's Mystery Booster. It's all reprints except for a couple things and the playtest cards. So they showed us all of the legendary creatures or commander legal cards that are legal to be your commander, along with a couple other like fun cards that they put in there. Anyway, they're all in this card image gallery. And I am just looking through it, and I've seen all of the rule breaker cards now, and I think I'm changing my mind about rule breaker. I think it rocks.
Breaking the rules.
I think it is a really fun one because it lets you do commander restrictions like you would want to do playing these specific cards. Like, I just want to play all the Phyrexians. Let me do this guy. I just want to play all the Angels. Let me do this guy.
Yep.
And it just lets you do fun things you want to do in Commander that you normally wouldn't get to do.
I think they definitely had to change the blue one because the others all follow a theme. There's 5 monocolor rule breakers, 1 for each color. And the white one allows you to have angel cards of any color identity and basic land cards. The black one allows you to have Phyrexian cards of any color identity and any basic land cards. The red one allows you to have aura cards of any color identity and any basic land cards. The green one is creature cards with mana value 7 or greater of any color identity, and of course any
That's
basic
a
land
dinosaur?
cards. Yes.
That's the dinosaur.
But the blue one,
Mutant dinosaur.
the blue one, they decided to just ever so slightly nerf because I don't know, man. It's not like we needed another 5-color deck like this, but the blue one that we saw earlier is a deck with this commander can have instant and sorcery cards of 1 additional color, not in this commander's color identity, and any basic land cards. So instead of allowing all instant and sorcery cards, you only get 1 color.
That would
So
have
I
been
could-
so broken.
It
would
would have
have
been
been way too
really
strong.
good, but I mean, it's no better than a 5-color Spellslinger deck, which exists, right?
Yeah.
The only difference
You know
is
what
you have a
wouldn't
1 mana
have
cheaper
been so
commander.
broken?
What?
You know what they should have done? You can have any number of colored otters.
There's really not that
'Cause
many
he's an
otters,
otter.
though.
Well, now you
There's
can have
not.
every single one. Any of them that you want, you can have in there.
Yeah.
All 15 otters.
Everything else cared about creature types, and this one doesn't. So
They also created 5 Planeswalker commanders, monocolor Planeswalker commanders, that all look really cool. They also made a bunch of multicolor commander cards that are really unique, such as a legendary sorcery, which is a card type we've seen before from Dominaria United, where it's 1, a green and a red, discover X, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast the spell, and this sorcery can be your commander. So this is the first non-permanent commander we have ever seen. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Doesn't feel super strong. Maybe I'm dumb, but it's just a 3-mana discover cascade thing, and then it's a 5-mana
Well,
cascade
requires you
that
to go through some
requires
hoops.
yeah, that requires you to have a legendary creature on board anyway. So I don't think this is. I could be wrong, and this could be blown like wide open somehow, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
I'm trying to think of like the infamous cruel clause kind of thing of like
Yeah,
you only have one good thing in your deck and you just automatically hit that when you do your thing. But even then, you still have to have a legendary permanent of some kind to
Yeah.
actually cast
Legendary
the spell.
creature or planeswalker
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you can't just
Yeah.
have like one card that's like 2 mana that wins you the game or whatever, because you have to have another card to be able to cast your commander.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very. It feels very balanced. I think. We'll be okay with this spell in the format. It is weird,
It's not,
but I don't think it's
gonna
gonna break anything. No.
No,
I
it's
don't
chill.
think so either.
Couple rule breaker multicolors. We have a red green
Wait,
one.
can we talk about Planeswalkers still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about them?
I am curious because like there was back in the day, I'm a little old.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, there was talks about like just making planeswalkers in general be able to be your commander.
Yes.
And now with these new ones specifically saying this card can be your commander, or this planeswalker can be your commander, I'm not sure if that removes that discussion of like they're probably not going to go that way,
Yeah,
or if
believe
they already had
currently-
this in mind.
I
And
think
so it already
the
was,
current
like, in
direction
works.
of the commander team is that they do not want all planeswalkers able to be your commander. I think it's just too much like to worry about retroactively balancing. And there are some strong planeswalkers out there that if you could just keep replaying them, would just cause a lot of problems. I think they would much rather leave it to creatures and vehicles and I guess one sorcery. Planeswalkers if specified. So I think the conversation is mostly off the table for now. I think they're pretty happy with where planeswalkers live, being, support pieces, or if they have the text, then they can be your commander. But
yeah. I know. I just thought that was interesting, and I figured that's kind of the way they were officially moving.
Yeah.
It has to say.
I agree with you.
It can be your commander. So.
Yeah.
So a couple of rule breakers in multicolor. We have a green-red rule breaker that just allows you to run any land cards. Normally in Commander, you can only run land cards that fit your color identity, which means they can't have a basic land type outside of your color identity, and they can't have the symbols, obviously, that would say they're outside of your color identity. Let's see, the next one is a rule breaker that I don't want to do him next. I want to do the other one. I thought there were three.
Well, that's too bad.
Rule breakers.
Let's take a look.
No, I think there's just the two of them.
Just the two?
Yeah.
So we got to talk about my boy.
We are talking about your boy.
We're going to talk about my boy, Wits, the bibliophile. This guy is a fun rule breaker. He is one of white and a blue, and his rule breaker is your deck has no maximum deck size.
Yep. So famously, the exactly 100 card limit of Commander is off the table for him. He does not care.
It is off the table. Still singleton. So we've got to keep that in mind. But now for people like me, I mean, you could play any number. I did make a joke with one of my buddies about how it could be funny just to throw all the blue and white any numbers in the deck.
Yep.
And just kind of go off of that.
Wits, 200 hair appearance, and 100 planes.
Jeez, that would be
an option.
That would be an option. I think it'd be pretty bad.
Very bad.
Yeah, the most notable thing that is being talked about around this guy is Battle of Wits. And Battle of Wits has been basically a dead card for years. I played it a little bit in Modern, back when Modern was a little bit slower and you could do a little bit more silly stuff. And then aside from kitchen table fun, Battle Wits hasn't been able to do anything. And then this guy
you want to explain
comes along.
For those who don't know?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Battle of Wits.
Not me, someone else,
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up because I also need to pull up his little companion
I personally
buddy too.
am always a Battle of the Wits because I'm super smart. But for some people that don't battle the wits, maybe they would like to know.
Yeah. It's fair.
I never drink from a poisoned cup, so.
Battle of Wits is a blue enchantment that costs 3 and 2 blue that has a very simple line of text. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 200 or more cards in your library, you win the game.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
You win the game.
Wow.
That's all it does. So I know a lot of people, me included, had Claire de Lune lists for trying to win with Battle Wits because she makes tokens real. So you can shuffle tokens back in your deck, and then you can make your deck bigger. Therefore, you could win the game off of Battle of Wits.
Yeah.
But this guy makes it a whole lot easier. And also, he finally gives us a chance to where we can play Yorion, the Sky Nomad, as a companion. Because his companion restriction is your starting deck contains at least 20 cards more than the minimum deck size.
Yep.
Which with this rule breaker, it will.
With this rule breaker, it will. You're not playing this guy if you're not trying to go for something silly like that. And then Yorion is a companion, so he does the classic companion thing. Pay 3 mana at sorcery speed to put him in your hand, and then you can cast them from there. He's a 4/5 flyer for 3 and 2 Azorius, so 2 white or blue. And when he enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to battlefield under your control. Return those cards to battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So,
yep. So it's a flicker effect.
Yeah, it's a flicker effect. But you could play him in this deck. So why would you not put him in the companion zone?
Not? It's true, and you have no limit to your deck, so it's literally free.
Yeah, seems pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think companion? Obviously, OG companion. broken as like everything. It's broken. That's why they
Yeah,
fixed
very
it,
good.
right? They revamped it. What about if not making the pay 3 mana sorcery speed only? What if it was instant speed? Like you
Nope.
could just
I
do
think
it
that'd be
3
fine.
mana, put it to your hand.
Nope.
Would that be balanced enough?
I think it's balanced well, as balanced as it could have been at where it is, because
Like commander restrictions, like all the companion
Sure.
restrictions make it hard, but
yeah, I think that making it instant speed means that,
But
decks
still 3
that
mana.
save
Still
up
3
for
mana.
yeah, but you save up for removal or reactions, and you can leave the mana up, and if they don't use it, well, then you just put your companion in your hand, and I think that's a pretty
Yeah.
good advantage. I think where it's
Is
at
that
is
too
fine.
strong?
I think it's a
my
fine
companion kind of sucks right now.
Yeah,
Like, the
it's
3 mana sorcery
fine
speed kind of rough.
because if you're playing a companion, you are hampering yourself in deck building
Yeah.
in one way or another.
Yeah.
Like all the ones that are legal in Commander, you have to go under some massive build restrictions in order to play it.
Yep.
And then having to play it at sorcery speed makes it harder to get out. And it's kind of like, this is funny. Either I'm going for this as basically a secret second commander, or I just wanted to have a fun deck building restriction on myself.
Fair. I was just curious what you guys thought about that.
Yeah, I don't
I was
know.
like, it feels like 3 mana sorcery speed's a little rough.
It
Yeah,
is
I think
very
instant
rough.
speed
3
would be
mana
fine.
feels good, but sorcery speed.
But some of them are also
Yeah.
pretty strong effects. Like being able to blink your entire
yeah.
board is very good.
Most
Zerta
yeah,
being
most of them are
being
strong
a
effects. That's
training
why
grounds
almost
is
all of them have
great.
been.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been banned in eternal formats because they're just so good. And Yorion is one of them.
Yep. Yorion got banned.
Okay. Back to Wits the Bibliophile.
Yeah,
Notably,
yeah.
100% his name is a play on Battle of Wits. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because his
Yeah.
name is just
His name
pronounced
being Wits.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
It's
if
gotta
you
be. It's gotta
also if you also look at the ability, which we haven't got to yet, 3 and to tap him, you draw a card and you gain a life. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you had 200 or more cards in your deck at the start of the game. Clearly a reference to Battle of Wits with the 200.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Somebody was to go like he. And now I'm like he. Let me play Battle Wits and Commander.
All right.
I think as soon as
I don't
we
think
saw
this is
Rule
good.
Breaker, we all knew this guy was coming, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I think as we saw Rule Breaker,
100%.
all of us were like, so they're going to make one where we can play Battle of Wits, right? Right? And they did. His name is Wits. He's pretty cool. I
Yep.
like him.
Me too.
Now, you should have had partner with, and it's a battle. a battle
with
in your
Battle of
command
Wits?
zone. Yeah.
Oh, partner with just battle.
Yeah,
That would have been pretty sick.
Because then Battle of Wits.
Wits with Battle.
Yeah.
It all comes together, you
Yep.
know?
That would
So-
have been really cool.
I think we know Nate's answer, but just to go through, I want everybody to pick a commander that they want to build, and the 4 of us will test them
I'm
out
not done
against
talking about
each
Wits. All right?
You're done.
You can't come
Wow.
off. I'm part.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm 23% or whatever, 33% of this podcast.
True. True.
I don't think this card's good. I don't think this is a good deck. I don't
No,
think it's
no,
going to be
no,
good.
no,
at all.
Absolutely not.
I think
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
100% this is going to suck.
Oh, this is
No,
a very
this-
bad deck.
This deck is gonna
And-
be not great.
Yeah, it's not a good deck. You have 250 cards. You have to find one card specifically, Battle of the
250
Wits, to win
at
the game.
least, to be
Like-
reasonable. Yeah, it's bad.
Even win the game or have a chance of winning the game. Like
Yeah.
every tutor in the world, you're not going to get there. Like, come on,
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
why
one
Battle of
game
Wits is the backup plan.
it's going to happen. Yeah,
Like when I was playing Battle of Wits in Modern, it was I've got Battle of Wits, I've got Gifts and Given Reanimator combo. I don't know if you guys have ever played that, but that's a pretty fun combo. Ionia being banned in Commander makes it a little harder to do the fun part with like that in Modern because you Gifts and Given, you get Unbearer Rights and whatever thing you want to reanimate, and you just throw them straight in the bin because they have to choose 2 to put in the graveyard. So if you only choose 2, those 2 go to the graveyard. Then next turn, you use Unbearer Rights for the white flashback and reanimate the thing you put in there. And my favorite was Ionia, because then I just name the main color of your deck and you don't get to play Magic anymore while I beat you to death with a 9/9 Angel.
that's fair.
Pretty good.
I have a question for you two judges who are very comfortable with the Magic rules. What are the deck restrictions for a tournament? Like, how many cards could I bring as a legal deck using this commander to a CDH tournament.
As long as you can shuffle it within a reasonable amount of time,
Yes.
that's the main rule with that.
Yeah. From
What do
the
I do if
Battle
all
of
my
Wits,
cards fall over?
you take some time and you put them back together. From the Battle of Wits
Just like
Skyfall
Humpty
deck,
Dumpty.
like the Gatherer rule says, in tournaments, you must be able to shuffle your entire deck within a reasonable amount of time. No taking just the top half and shuffling it. No, just the section you want and shuffling it. All
the
of
whole
it
deck.
must be shuffled in a reasonable amount of time. And I believe that's up to judges' discretion if they're like, dude, you're taking way too long.
It
you're
is.
done.
Yeah. If I have a friend
Also-
helping me shuffle, is that a thing? Can I do that?
If needed.
Yes.
Because it used to be by yourself, but then they realized that that was kind of ableist and kind of discriminated against people who
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
the same
Yeah.
mobility as other people. So they made it as needed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if somebody shows up with a 1,000 card deck,
Go home.
what are you supposed to do? You know, like,
Go home.
I
Play
don't want to
something
wait for
else.
that guy to shuffle it.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
sit
know.
there watching him try to shuffle 1,000 cards.
So when I built it,
Like,
it
it's a legal thing you
was-
can do.
When I built the deck, I built it as 242 cards, mostly because
Could you shuffle it?
Oh yeah. It was funny. You put one stack on the inside of your arm, going up your forearm, about 120 cards, and then you put the other stack on your other arm in the same spot, and you do a seal clap, and you squish the stacks
I remember
together.
we talked about this on the podcast.
We did,
I
yeah.
remember this.
And
Explain to
so
me like I'm a
people
seal.
people will be able to explain to me like I'm a penguin. But yeah, it's a thing where it is annoying to shuffle, but it is doable by yourself. It just looks really, really funny.
I'm like, I hate shuffling 100 cards, let alone
Yeah.
double
Yeah.
that.
Like the people who were at the CEDH tournament with 5-color Sisei, and they triple sleeved the deck, and the tournament rules where you couldn't just cut decks, you had to shuffle your opponent's deck.
That was
That
crazy.
sucks, man. Anyway,
I
absolutely
luckily
worst.
did not play against any Siseis, so I did not have to feel that pain.
I did, but Curse Totem came down real fast, so it wasn't a problem. All right, I want all of us to go ahead and just kind of pick a commander from this list that we're going to build for a game soon. I know Nate's answer, I think, but Zach, what
sure
are
about
you
that?
leaning towards?
I don't know. There's some really cool ones. I honestly think the Soul Tie, Crab, Nautilus, Homerid.
Oh,
I can't
yeah. The
Homer.
mill equal to the number of crabs.
Yeah. He seems pretty cool.
Homer the Hermit.
Yeah, the Hermit guy. Ooh, sorry, I'm scrolling through the list of cards and trying to find him. There we go. Homer the Hermit. Yeah, landfall. Whenever a land you control enters any number of target players, each mill X cards where X is twice the number of crabs, lobsters, nautilusi, starfish, and or tribolites you control.
The
seems
Tribolites
kinda
is a deep cut.
Yeah, it is. Because, like, isn't the guy from Strixhaven, there's like a little 2-mana anthropod kind of thing? I don't remember the card.
Maybe?
It's not very good, but I don't remember what type that is, but maybe that one counts. But no, he seems pretty neat.
All right, so you want to pick that one?
Either that or the one that lets me, an opponent help pay for a spell.
Oh,
for the
yeah,
first
yeah.
spell
Oh,
you
yeah,
cast
that
on your
one
turn.
also looked really cool.
And then you both draw a card. Like, that one seems kind of cool too.
That one does seem really cool.
Yeah. Or I'd also love to do Elda, Conjurer of Spectacle. The first non-legendary spell you cast has Demonstrate. And
That
I
one
wonder
is
what
pretty fun too.
stupid creatures I could give to other people that are not good.
Flump. Give people
Flump
Flump.
is legendary. Oh, well, I guess Flump, yeah.
The original.
give
It doesn't
them
matter if it's
not,
legendary.
Not Glunch. Not Glunch. but
Not Glunch.
And you can give people legendaries, yeah, because it's not like
Yeah.
you create a copy, which will suck because it'll kill yours.
No,
But-
the
Well,
first
well,
non-legendary
mine, but-
creature spell you cast.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Okay. It does say non.
Reading the
Specifically
card
says
explains the
non-legendary. I was like, oh, that'd be fun. What
Specifically.
happens when you get the legendary copy? It's like, we're going to deal with that before we even send it out.
Yeah. Nate, are you just gonna
Those
do
are
the
my
one
18
everybody
options.
thinks that you're gonna do?
There is Wits is fantastic. I love him so much. I want to do him, but there is a small chance that I might also want to do the Muckslinger gang.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about it pre-recording, but the fact that they manipulate the power in other zones is crazy. So you can get the cast triggers for when you cast a creature with power 5 or greater by casting a bear. And I find that really silly. I don't know if I want to do it for like a game that we're doing, but I definitely want
He
to
does
try and
seem
brew
very
something with that at
interesting.
some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with a lot of these designs because there's a lot of complaints about modern commander design where it's like, hey, here is a direction and an engine all in one, like Chulane, Voja, all these big new commanders, right, where they do everything you want in a single package and it just makes it super easy. None of
Yep.
these really feel like that.
No.
All of these feel like cool build around commanders, which is exactly what people wanted. Personally, I think I'm very, very interested in Itazura Lingering Wit. 2 a blue and a red for a 1/5 legendary spirit. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 3 cards of your library. Each opponent secretly chooses a number 0 or greater. Then those numbers are revealed. Choose an opponent with the highest number. Itazura deals that much damage to them, then they may cast a spell from among those cards without paying its mana cost. You put a card from among them that wasn't cast this way into your hand. So it sort of lets you draw a card every turn as an extra, and then lets you bid off your own spells to your opponents. I think that's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool. It's
Obviously,
pretty cool.
your opponent's smart choice is just going to be don't bid and, don't take the damage, don't, because then I'm going to punish you for it. But the idea of the deck is I'm going to make some pretty enticing spells for you guys to play, right? Like, who wants a free Mind Unbound? The one, or what is it? Recurring Insight, where you just draw a boatload of cards from a player and it gets rebound too, so you can do it again next turn. All these different like options where it's like, hey, do you want this really cool beneficial spell? And you'll take some damage for it. And then I just let my opponents try to bid each other for how much life they want to spend for my spells.
How much do you want this spell? Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It's pretty cool.
Here's a 1-player wheel. Who wants the wheel?
And I mean, you also get card advantage as well, because any card that you choose one that wasn't chosen to go to your hand.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I mean, you're still getting benefit.
Yeah.
So you get people fighting with their life totals in order to play cards, and then you get the second best one.
Yep.
Or the one that they don't want. It might be better for you in the long run, really.
Yeah, there could be
Raindrop.
just like an opt
True.
and lightning bolt and just some other random small spells, and maybe somebody's like, I'll pay 3 life. I want to bolt somebody else's thing. I just think it's very interesting, a very interesting design. And
I
Tristan,
love cards
you can
with those little mini game
yes,
kind of
mini games
mechanics.
are so
They're
cool.
so much fun.
Yep.
Tristan, you can just message us which one you want to build. We'll believe you. Although
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
you should do. Where was it? I don't know. There was like a really weird one.
I think since
You
we're
should
going to be
do
playing on
Griselbrand.
table.
Yeah, we all pick one that we think Tristan would pick.
I think he should play Griselbrand, the rule breaker with any land cards.
Oh, interesting. That could be really nuts because of all the green effects that make your lands all basic land types.
Yes.
And so that just, you get one of those and you pop off real hard.
Yeah, that would be really good.
I'm trying to think of looking at these. I'm like, which one feels like a Tristan vibe? Well, not one with white. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Almost one with white's really cool. Although for us playing, I think I will probably end up playing Wits because he's just going to be a whole lot easier to play on Tabletop Simulator than in paper.
Yeah.
So let me hit a button to shuffle instead of taking 5 minutes and looking like a seal clapping.
Yep. Good call. Good call. Anyway, we should get to some questions because we are an advice show. We do
should.
like to answer people's questions and give them advice. So here I have 3 situations and some questions that I think we can give some advice on and put our 2 cents in. So what do you guys say? You want to get to it?
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right, first up from the r/EDH subreddit, user CardRealm777 asks, what is a commander lesson you learned after playing for years? They say, experience teaches a lot in EDH. When you first start playing Commander, it's easy to focus on only big plays, powerful cards, or trying to win as quickly as possible. Over time, many players learn that deck building, choosing the right cards, understanding the table, and creating fun games are just as important as winning. Maybe you learned the importance of having enough interaction, balancing your deck better, not overcommitting to the board, or simply enjoying the experience with your playgroup. What is one lesson you learned from playing Commander that you wish you knew when you first started?
I'll take the easy one. I'm going to take the easy one.
Do it.
Okay.
I know which one you're going to go.
First of all,
you're steal mine, but go for it.
how do you know? How do you know? Take a guess. Take a guess. Right now.
Mulligans.
No.
Dang it. Can I take
Although
a mulligan?
that is a good one.
That is
Yeah,
a good
you
one.
can take a mulligan.
Thanks.
So the number one thing that I've learned playing Magic, specifically more casual Magic, is don't be the first threat.
Yes.
Like sandbagging is a real thing you should think about. Like how cool, like when you first play Magic, turn 1, lands, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet into another like Mana Dork. It's like, oh man, that was a sick turn 1. And it feels good. And then everyone's like, oh, you're the threat now, and you're now number one priority to everyone to beat.
Yeah, it feels good
And so
for all of 30
sandbagging.
seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds of fantastic, awesome time, and then everyone else is like, all right, we got to kill you now because now you're the number one threat. And people are simple creatures, and they see the main threat, and it doesn't go away throughout the game. People are
It's true.
not very good at reassessing the threat. When they first see the first person of
Very
like,
true.
hey, this guy's got a whole bunch of stuff out, they're not going to change it when someone else is more scary because they don't realize that. They're so stuck on seeing this one person is the bad guy.
Yep.
And so having that experience of like, okay, this is a really cool play for turn 1, but is it going to put too much pressure on me? Especially if you're going first in the game. Like, it is just
Yeah.
not good. It is really not good. Like, a turn 2 Soul Ring is so much better than a turn 1 Soul Ring.
Yeah.
The my thought process with it, where I've started sandbagging Soul Ring in particular, is do I get anywhere from playing Soul Ring turn 1?
Yeah. Like, what am I doing with it?
If I'm not doing anything with it, like what's the point? And then even if I got that and I can go back on turn 2 or 3 and play Soul Ring and be like, oh, Soul Ring, Signet, ramp spell, and they're like, oh man, that's so cool, but it's not near as scary as Soul Ring, Signet, Mana Dork turn 1.
So
Yeah.
I think that's, especially with like experience of just playing the game, like a lot of newer players are going to gun-ho it. And as you play more, you kind of realize that it's okay to take a step back, and especially in a 4-player game when there's 3 other opponents who can also take the heat from you, like it's okay to take a step back, and then go a
Yeah.
little bit slower.
Yep.
You
As-
don't have to play your coolest thing right off the bat.
I just came up with this in my head while we were talking about it. First threat, worst threat.
First threat, worst threat.
Do not be the
Yeah.
first threat of the game.
That's hard to say.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
know, it's a
accurate.
little weird. But yeah, it's first threat, worst threat. If you are the first player to play anything threatening, game-ending, powerful engine, you will be the player that is knocked out of the game first, more than likely. Unless your advantage is so overwhelming that other players don't have time to catch up, you'll generally just get knocked out of the game first. So,
But
be
you're also
careful.
relying on 3 other players not stopping you, and that's a lot of players compared to 1 player.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have 3 times as many cards as you've got.
So there's a good chance they can stop you. So it's harder to have that one arch enemy level of being stronger than 3 other players, especially with just like turn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
So
tough.
it's okay to slow down. It's okay to hold things back and not do everything you can do just because you can, So that's one thing that I've learned, at least with playing over the years.
It's a good lesson, Zach. Thanks. Nate, you've played longer than us. What's a lesson you've learned?
The big one that I've learned, and I kind of feel like is okay to learn as you go, especially if you're playing with kitchen table buddies, is run removal. We talked about it
Yeah,
before. I'll talk about it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run removal. Because, I wouldn't say I wish I knew how, good removal was from the jump, because a lot of my fondest Magic memories are from our fun casual games at Zach's parents' house where people just do crazy big things and we don't really interact with them. They're great
we
memories.
Just play big dumb stuff, and we're like, "This is
Yeah.
sweet." We write a replication of
That's
some
fun
big
magic.
creature, and we're like, "Yeah, let's go. This is sick."
Right? I'm popping off. But I do think as we play and as we've gained more experience, that's kind of a thing you learn, like, hey, if I want to win and I want to stop people from winning, I got to run removal. And if you're playing in a shop environment or with people you don't know, that is a good lesson to pick up fast. Is I'm going to need to have removal in my deck so that way I can stop them from either stopping me or stop them from winning so I can try and win.
And like, I get it. It sucks being the responsible player because you're the one using resources to stop somebody from winning, to remove the threat. And it's you using a resource and other people get benefits because of that. And so it kind of, it feels bad, but like you have to do that. You have to be able to stop someone's commander. You have to be able to remove people's permanents. And if you are not able to do that, you're going to lose much faster than if you didn't.
Right. And if everybody's running removal, sometimes it'll be your job. Sometimes it'll be other people's job because you're not going to draw your removal every time.
And to piggyback off this, on the flip side, make sure you're running enough protection as well. You know, don't build a deck that's super commander focused and then get mad when everybody keeps killing it and you can't do anything about it. You know, when Chulane starts costing 27 mana to cast, don't get upset because everybody's picking on you. You should be upset at yourself for not putting more protection in. The scarier your commander, the more protection you need to add.
100%. Yeah. If you're playing the new Blore the Impervious, you don't need protection because he's already got protection, so you're good.
You need personal protection if you're playing Blore the Impervious. He's so scary.
That's the new card that's coming out with the commander thing we were talking about before. It's a 5-mana frog that was in Bloomburrow who had an overprotect spell, and it now has a card.
That spell was crazy.
The card was very good.
Yeah, piggybacking off of Josh's thing to add a little bit more onto it, off of your piggyback. Yeah, we're just adding to the stack, the piggyback stack, making sure your deck isn't completely reliant on your commander.
Yeah.
If your deck requires your commander to win the game and you can't win without it, you built a bad deck.
Yeah.
Like,
an example I'm just looking at here, again, from the Commander Edition Mystery Booster, Elda, Conjurer of Spectacle, that allows you to demonstrate your first non-legendary creature spell. Your initial thought would be, oh, I should put, some bad cards in there, so they have to play bad cards too. But then if you don't play your commander, you're just got a deck full of bad cards. So what you want to do is strong cards,
I feel like this is a shout out
but
to me.
You're getting more strong cards, so that if your commander's not out, you just have a bunch of strong creatures. So... yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's kind of the thing with it. Like, I have a high perfect Morcant deck, and almost every time I play it, people go, oh, the scary elf lady. And then I don't play her till like turn 7 most of the time. I'm just playing elf ball. And then once I get the elf ball rolling, she pops out and then she wipes the board and clears the path for the elves to come through.
Yep.
So... make sure your deck works without your commander. You will appreciate it so much more than your commander dying every 5 seconds, because people know if they stop your commander, they stop your deck.
Yep.
For sure. I think it's also another good commander lesson after playing throughout the years is which commanders are instantly going to make you the threat. Just because you're playing Edgar Markov, you're already a little bit scarier than somebody playing another Mardu commander, Ishin. Ishin's not.
No, Ishin's a bad example.
Cut that out. Ishin's also scary.
What's his
They're
name?
all scary.
What's his
Fire Lord Zuko.
Fire Lord Zuko. There you go. That's a good example.
Scary. He's also a little scary.
The Mardu guy that swaps an enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh,
I don't remember his name.
Arcanum Weaver.
I was thinking
but he's a lot less scary than any of those.
I was thinking the bounty guy where he taps, he puts a counter on someone.
Yeah. That's another one that's
the little
also
vampire
low.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mathis?
you still have those colors. Yeah, Mathis or whatever. You still have the colors, but because of your commander, you're now more of a threat. And so understanding what deck do I want to build without having a scary commander to get the pressure on me before the game even begins.
Right.
Obviously, if you're making all vampire deck, Edgar Markov's going to be the best bet. But you got to be aware that you are going to be scarier before, in a rule 0, before the rule 0 even happens. You're going to be scarier than everyone else. So, Josh, what lessons have you learned?
No, I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Just mulligan, guys, please. Even in a casual game, in a competitive game especially, but even in casual, you need to be mulliganing. You need to be, making sure your hand has a plan. Don't just look at a hand of 7, say, oh, lands and spells, cool, we're playing. You need to have a goal for your hand. And you need to know your deck well enough to know what your early game goal is. When I built my Joshua Graham deck, my early game goal was I want a cheap attack trigger enabler or a way to advance to getting Ishin and an attack enabler very early on. Like, that's my entire goal, is Ishin, my commander, and an attack trigger as fast as possible. So if my hand doesn't have that, I send it back. Even in casual, please take advantage of the mulligan rule. If you're keeping your first 7 because you don't want a mulligan, because it's got land, and a 2-mana creature that doesn't really advance your board state without other pieces, and then a bunch of 4, 5, and 7 cost spells, and your commander's like 5 mana, you may as well have just mulliganed to 3, right? Because all you have is 3 playable cards. So if you're going to mulligan to 3, effectively, you may as well take those other mulligans and see if you can find 4 or 5 playable cards in an opening hand instead. I know it feels bad to start the game with less than 7 cards, but if you're not mulliganing aggressively, you're starting the game on the back foot anyway.
It is also if you think about it, people feel bad when you have to go down.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of pity points too if you go down a card or two because you mulligan to get a better starting hand.
Very true.
My brain went a different way of, I feel bad going down because everyone else is ready to play and I have the mulligan and keep
that's also very true. There is
seeing
that
it. I'm like, I'm the only one.
That is that pain.
It feels bad. I feel
a
bad.
lot of people will go, "Oh, that's fine. It's fine. You're all right."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're playing in a game with me, just don't worry about it. Take as many mulligans as you need to have a good game, even if you're down to like 2, and it's land Soul Ring. If that's your 2, just play, man.
Don't do it though. Don't play Soul Ring turn 1. You're going to become the threat.
I would argue that if you're holding a hand of land Soul Ring and nothing else, turn 1. If you land Soul Ring and then are immediately hellbent with no cards in hand, you're fine, dude. You're not a
You're
threat.
public enemy number 1. You're public enemy number 1, and I'm taking you out.
I think I high-five them across the table, but like, you kept that hand. All right.
Yep, worth it. Absolutely worth it.
You become a better player by playing the game, so you're going to learn a lot more the longer you're playing. So you're going to learn a lot just from existing and playing the game and talking to other people.
So the top 3 things we've learned: first threat, worst threat, play, protection, and removal, and mulligan to playable hands. That's what we've learned.
Yep. And if you go to 2 and you're turn 1 Soul Ring, don't do it.
Don't do it. All right.
Don't do it.
And now, a demonstration of the average wits in the bibliophile deck building experience. 55 artifacts, 55 creatures, 55 instants, 55 sorceries, 55 equipment, 100 lands, 100 counter spells, 100 enchantments, 100 card draw spells, 100 removal spells, 55 planeswalkers, 55 token generators, 55 ramp, 55 tutors, 55 tribal, and 1 battle quits.
From the EDH subreddit, once again, we have user Richard Roma, 1986.
You think the 1986 is his birth year?
Most definitely.
Was he just like that year? Maybe it was a cool year. I don't know what happened in 1986. I wasn't here.
Did you ever see the post where it says if somebody's username ends in 70 or 68, it probably means they're old, right? Above their 50s. But if it ends in 69, they're a child.
That makes sense.
Oh, that does make sense.
Anyway, so that's what this guy, he's older. Pushing 50, not to remind you.
That's a commander lesson that we
yes.
that we learn.
Oh, man. Okay, so Richard Roma posts, casual does not mean banned cards are allowed. Wait. What?
You said Richard Roma 1986. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Put some respect on this man's name. Thank you.
Richard Roma 1986 posted, casual does not mean banned cards are allowed. They post, earlier today I was playing with a pod. Everything was going well until somebody decided to play Griselbrand. I said, wait, dude, that's banned. The guy responded with, it's casual. It's okay. He then bought a card for the deck and played Griselbrand again. I was like, replace that with the card you just bought. Easy switch. He said no. I ended up winning, but that's not the point. The point is the ban list, even apart from bracket discussion, should be the foundation on which one constructs decks. I mean, in Monopoly, can I just casually rob the bank? No, that's frowned upon. And then he says something about taking a burger, fries, and Diet Coke. And I just have to assume that, like, he was making this rant post on his way home from the game store. And it was, like, going through the McDonald's drive-thru. And it just kept typing.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was right.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Richard Roma was
to
ranting
text.
this to the poor worker at the McDonald's.
Sir,
All right.
this is a Wendy's.
This is a
Exactly.
Wendy's. I don't know what a Griselbrand is.
So...
We don't have that here.
Do you want a large or small fries?
What kind of sauce do you want
Would you
with
like
those
a
nuggets?
carousel with that?
Yeah. Anyway, I hope your burger, fries, and Diet Coke were good, Richard Roma, 1986. Yeah, no, this is a really frustrating situation to be in, I think. This is, before we ever had the bracket system, we still had Rule 0, which was the discussion everybody was supposed to have before a game to say, hey, I would like to play with a non-standard rule, and that's where you would do it, right? You could use Rule 0 conversations to talk about power level, or deck strategies, or archetypes you didn't want to see, and occasionally you'd find people who are like, hey, I just really like Alexander Clamilton, and I built a deck around him, is it okay if I play it with you guys? You know? I think that's
You
what
say,
Rule
I
0
am
is for.
allergic to shellfish. And they say, oh, my bad.
I won't target you with Clamilton then.
Because you will kill me.
I will target you with Clamilton.
Once
One less
again-
opponent to deal with.
Commander is, as proven by this post, Commander is better with consent. If you just drop Griselbrand in a game where you didn't tell me you were running Griselbrand, I'm going to ask that you step out. Like, straight up. I'm going to say, look, either you concede, or... Actually, no, I'm not even going to give them the chance. If they're not willing to take it back, play something else, and just pretend like that card never existed, I'm going to assume they've passed the turn and the game will proceed without them. Because I'm just not doing that. It's not so much about I don't want to play with banned cards. It's the fact that this player thought it was okay to just sneak this card in and pretend like it was okay without the conversation. That's what would bug me, right?
I think for me, it would depend a lot on the vibe. And the vibe from the story is the guy's like, I'm just playing it anyway, which would bug me. But if the guy was like, but if the guy was like, it's casual, it's fine, right? Like, asking it as a question, and you're like, no, I don't, we didn't talk about this before the game, and they're like, oh, my bad. If they took that tact, I'd probably be like, yeah, Griselbrand's probably fine. It's whatever. But they're like, it's casual, Commander. Don't worry about it. That to me is like
pseudo gaslighting.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Anything outside of bracket 1, 2, like I'd be like, cool. Like,
Yeah.
like bracket 1, and he's like, oh yeah, oops, I have a Griselbrand. I'm like, whatever. It's bracket 1. I'm expecting you to do silly, weird things.
I think Griselbrand is pretty far for me to just hand wave away in any bracket or situation.
I will die on this hill that Griselbrand should not be banned.
Okay,
So
I'll be right
I
behind you with
play
Hole
Griselbrand.
Breacher. So if
I also
Griselbrand
think
gets
Hole Breacher
unbanned, so
should
does
be.
Hole Breacher.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I agree. Both should probably not be banned,
Wait,
and
do you
both
hear
should be
that?
game changers.
wait. Oh crap! Yep. There it goes. All of our listeners just turned off the podcast. Every single one of them decided
I
to
don't know.
unsubscribe, unfollow. They hate that take. Well, I guess that's your prerogative. But we're gonna stand by our takes.
Do we need to
is
run
what it
another
is.
poll?
Maybe we should run a poll.
we could run a poll to see if people want Griselbrand unbanned, Hope Breacher unbanned, both be unbanned, or neither of them be unbanned.
Yep, we'll do
We could
that.
have vote.
I can throw together
There
a
you
poll.
go, there you
Yeah,
go.
speaking of, if you're listening on Spotify, polls are a thing we can do. I think I'm going to start throwing together some polls each week. I'm sure we can find something to put a poll together for. I just want to hear more from you guys. I think it'd be a fun little idea. So,
Yeah.
And on Manabonded, you can see me dance on a pole.
whoa. Anyway,
The still yet to come Patreon exclusive show,
yeah.
consisting mostly of Zack.
technically,
Doing things.
we do have a Patreon.
Technically, we do.
I did set one up when we first started the podcast because I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that the username could get
had
claimed
Right.
everywhere. Do you know how rare it is in the year of our Lord 2026 to come up with a username and have it available on every platform you can imagine? That was so rare, guys. Manabonded was just open for us. It was fate. Anyway, yeah, we have a Patreon. I have not opened it or made it public because I don't think we have anything extra to hand people that is worth their money yet. So
Yeah.
it'll be there eventually when we come up with some more ideas and get some more
One
interest
day in
behind
the
it.
future.
Someday.
Stay tuned.
Someday.
I do think Richard Roma, 1986, has one incorrect statement in here, and that is, in Monopoly, can I just casually rob the bank? No, that's frowned upon. You're not playing Monopoly, right? I could totally rob the
Sure.
bank. If you're not looking, I'm robbing. That's your problem.
Frowned upon is different than against the rules.
Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is against the rules to rob from the bank.
Can I?
You got me there.
it's-
You got me
Can I
there.
put out
Checkmate.
possibly
It is
the,
also
the
like
hottest take
the-
of the day?
Sure, go for it.
Let me get my fan.
Monopoly.
I'm ready.
Yep. Monopoly is not a bad game. You all just play it wrong.
That's fair.
I would agree.
I don't-
Monopoly,
yeah.
according to the exact rules, is a 45 to 60-minute game at best, which is totally reasonable for board games. The reason
Yeah.
your games take 5 hours and are miserable is because you cut deals, you play with house rules, and you do things that just don't exist. There's no money for landing and free parking. The
What do you
taxes
mean?
and fees that come from community chests don't go into the center to get handed out later.
Yep.
Okay?
You're
That's
lying
not a
to me
thing.
right now.
No,
No.
that's not a thing.
You're
Free parking
incorrect.
is just a
I was
free
about
parking
to bring
space.
that up. That
Yeah.
you're technically not supposed to get anything from free parking, but that is a very common house rule.
I'm
And it's
saying
also-
Hasbro
Save
right now.
people.
I've heard of house rules where if you land on go, not pass go, but land on go, you get like $400. And it's like, no, that's not how this works. The reason Monopoly
mean,
plays
you guys
so
are
long is
blowing
because
my
you guys are
mind
doing
right
that.
now.
Also, making deals like I won't charge you rent if you don't charge me rent, like that's not allowed.
Not a thing. Yeah.
Trading
And then if
properties,
you can't-
not necessarily allowed.
Yeah.
And when you land on a property, if you don't buy it, it goes up for auction starting at $1.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
everybody,
that's the thing I was gonna say is like people don't do auctions. They don't
Yeah.
auction off properties that they don't buy. That's what takes the game super long.
yeah, it should be in the first like maybe 3 turns around the board for every player. You should get basically every property purchased or auctioned.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Pretty quickly.
it's just whoever, it's the luck of the dice to see whose money dwindles the fastest. I think Monopoly's a perfectly fine board game, and I think you all are just playing it wrong, and for some of you have some deep-rooted PTSD with the game, which, yeah, I get it. Some people are jerks. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
My mom won't play Monopoly anymore because one of her siblings growing up was so, like, infamously both rude and cruel to their siblings while playing Monopoly that they just will not play it anymore.
That's fair.
So, sorry you had such a bad experience, but Monopoly's really a fine game if you're playing it right and with good people. So,
What do you think the percentage of population of Earth have Monopoly trauma?
oh my goodness.
That's got to be pretty high.
Let's whittle it down to the percentage of people who have actually played Monopoly and have Monopoly trauma.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Because then
That's
it's
fair.
like less than 1%.
yeah.
I would say a good 20 to 30% of people who've played Monopoly get trauma from the first time they play it or another time they play it because of how bad things get.
I could see that. Like I feel like it's a pretty good amount. People
It's a very
don't
good
like
amount.
Monopoly because of a bad experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look at that with the same thing with lots of things in life where people are like, I'm not doing that again because of this bad experience I had. Like, I know so many people that are like, I will not eat this type of food ever again because I had food poisoning there once, or I threw up
that's
after
true.
eating it recently. They're like, I'm never eating there again. Carry that over to
Yeah.
board games. Bad game on Monopoly. You're like, I'm done. I mean, it's the same thing with me with Hearts. Like I played a game of Hearts once, and now I've never had interest in playing again because I just had such a bad experience playing it the one time.
I'm that with Mao.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what the card game Mao is, MAU, I think. Anyway, the rules of Mao is that you're not allowed to tell anybody the rules. But if you break a rule, you get a card in your hand. Like,
And then other people can make up new rules.
yeah, so the base way you play is everybody has a deck of playing cards. It's a hand of playing cards. You play a card from your hand. First player to empty their hand wins. But if you win a round, The next round you play, you get to make up a rule. And if any rule gets broken, including the existing ones we can't tell you, and at this point I couldn't tell you because I don't remember them, if you break one of the rules, you get a card added to your hand, and all they have to say is, broke a rule. And if they broke a player's rule, they say, broke my rule. And they don't have to tell you what rule it is. Dude, I used to play so much Mao. I created a rule that was, whenever you play an 8, you have to scratch your ear. And nobody caught it. Because I would play a card and just casually reach up and scratch. And nobody noticed. And then they'd play an 8, be like, my rule. And I'd have to, give them a card.
Wild.
It's a dumb game.
It's kind of fun trying to figure out the little rules. Like, it is a little fun. Because, like, you have to do some deducing. You got to think a little bit. But it's also, like, very frustrating when you have, like, 19 cards and you're like, please stop, please.
Yeah.
I'm drowning in cards.
That feels
please.
like
I don't know what the rules are.
really bad Judge's Tower. Like,
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's a horrible
game. Don't play it, guys.
It's like Judge Tower, but you've never played Magic before. It's
right?
like,
it's Judge's Tower
like,
with
what is
Yu-Gi-Oh
happening?
cards.
yeah. And you've never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's a nightmare.
I watched the show when I was a kid.
Oh, I refuse. Anyway, let's move on to our last question.
Guys,
here.
wait. We have an emergency question that just came in right now.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for killing my opponent because he has a shellfish allergy and I attacked him with Alexander Clamilton?
No, you're
I'd
totally
say
fine.
no.
Oh, okay. All right, continue on.
As long as you kill him in the game, not in real life.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
very,
The
very
selfish
good.
allergy is real life, so I don't know what happened. We'll move on. Let's move on.
All right, last question for the day from the EDH subreddit. Once again, from Taser Lordling, I think.
Okay.
Taser Lordling?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
Lordling. There's an L in there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
they
He's got two
posted
Z's, so
on the
that's cool.
EDH subreddit, just got told a 16 mana, 3 card telegraphed combo at turn 7 is, quote, higher than high bracket 3 by a player that killed someone on turn 4 with Tifa. The post says,
That's
I want
a
to
long
go back
title.
to 60. Yeah. They say, I want to go back to 60 card formats. Commander players are weird. Curious if I'm wrong about
like,
this,
I'm outta
by the
here.
way. I am new to Commander after all. I had Lier, Disciple of the Drowned in play, had used Solve the Equation to tutor Enter the Infinite several turns earlier, and made sure people saw what I had by mentioning that it was dangerous. No one had sent any interaction my way, so I was able to high tide twice and make the mana to draw my deck and play Thoracle. As I understand it, 7 mana 2 card combos are fine in bracket 3, so I assume they were just being salty, but I feel like I don't understand the mentality of some Commander players. So, Taser Lordling, good news, buddy. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
I also don't understand the
Right?
mentality of the majority of Commander players, because I agree with you, man. 16 mana, 3 cards, turn 7. Buddy, if you're not winning the game with that, what are you doing with your life?
You
Right.
solved the equation for it. They knew it's coming.
Yeah, it was fully revealed. You're fine, dude. This is like, it's so baffling to me how some people feel like bracket 3 is defined by what they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bracket 2 is what they like to do, bracket 3 is what they don't like to do, or, bracket 3 is good, bracket 4 is just bad stuff. Where it's like, oh yeah, my combat deck that can knock out players as early as turn 3 is, it's a bracket 3 deck, don't worry about it. But, heaven forbid I play a Fog or,
Right.
Glacial Chasm, suddenly, oh, that card should be banned, that's bracket 4, this is a game changer, blah, 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 blah. Dude, chill.
Yeah.
Like, I could rant about
And-
this all day. I'll let you guys talk.
Well, I was going to say that I've seen so many players be like, how is that deck at bracket 3? I'm like, it had a good game. Like,
Yeah.
bracket 3 can have
Yeah.
good games where they pop off and they're looking super strong and they can still be bracket
Variance is
3.
a thing.
Yep.
Especially with like a Tifa deck. Like Tifa can get out of hand so quick. It's not
Tifa.
even funny. Landfall in general is just dumb.
Well, I'm also sitting here like the Tifa player's the one talking. I
Yeah,
think the Tifa
yeah,
player's
that's what I'm saying.
salty. I think they're salty
Like,
that they weren't able to
on.
get there and kill the other 2 people.
This is classic mono green players hate mono blue players salt.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I was gonna say too. Is like I don't think it's a issue with the brackets. I think it's an issue with you beat them. I think
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
more mad that you won than anything else.
yeah.
They were
And
probably
absolutely.
flying
You did
high
win.
on the turn 4 Tifa kill of somebody. And they're like,
Yeah.
all right, I just need to do this 2 more times. And
Games in the bag.
boom. And then no, didn't get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
you did win with Thoracle, which is salt-inducing to majority of players who don't play CDH. Because
Yeah.
Thoracle is one of those cards that just say, win the game.
Or
And it's pretty easy to do. But like, you won in a way that was unique and in mono blue.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it would be. And you're in bracket 3, so game changes
High
are
bracket
allowed.
3.
I
Yeah.
mean,
This guy specifically
Also,
says it's
there's no
high
problem
bracket
here.
3.
also the fact that he didn't just go, I'm going to, instead of enter the infinite, I'm just going to cast Omniscience and then take a 40-minute turn just to win the game. They're just like,
Tristan.
high tide, enter the infinite. Go
Tristan,
there. Hey,
you know what you did.
as a person who loves those 30-minute turns, they're fine every now and again. But I feel
yeah,
like
it was
the
fine.
Tifa player would have a lot more reason to be salty if it took forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, like, really, really, really hate the mentality that combo isn't low power. That combo decks are inherently, like, a high bracket 3, bracket 4 space only, right?
Right?
Like a 4-card infinite combo that creates infinite creatures to make infinite clues, which creates infinite damage, right? That is not allowed in bracket 3. I seriously hate that mentality that combo decks are just bad and shouldn't exist in a bracket 3 space. I think players need to be okay at realizing that combo decks are allowed in other brackets, right? Like, if I play a bracket 1 deck that the entire goal is to assemble all 3 of the modules from Kaladesh, and also, while it's doing that, use 6 other cards to turn that into bonus creatures and other benefits. Like, if I'm doing all of that, even in bracket 1, that should be totally allowed and fine. The reason people hate it is because they don't run enough removal, and they feel like they have no agency when a combo shows up. You had agency. It's called put removal in your deck, remove the combo pieces, or remove the player.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, these 4 pieces will win me the game. Like, maybe get rid of one of them, and then they can't win the game. Like,
It's 4 pieces.
Crazy.
That takes several turns to get together. Like, just remove one, man.
Yeah, whenever people talk to me about they bring up infinite combos for bracket 3 discussion, I'm like, specifically, it is 2-card early game infinite combos.
Yes.
That's specifically what's mentioned in the bracket system. If you're doing a 4-card, a 5-card, a 3-card infinite combo on turn 5 or 6, 7, fine, whatever. If you're doing a 2-card infinite combo on turn 8, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Like, it's just the fact that they're like, here, infinite combo, and go any infinite combo bad.
I also, like, not to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not to assume, but, well, that too. People who complain about combo, your favorite Gruul deck sucks. Like, I know people who are complaining about combo have, like, 3 Gruul decks, a Naya deck, and a Jund deck. And they're just like, I only win with commander damage because that's the fun way to play. It's like, dude, combo is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Live a little, learn some new techniques. This is some pretty aggressive takes for me, but again, like, come on, man, just let me play my combo decks in whatever bracket I want, and as long as I'm playing it, openly and telling people what to expect and when to expect it, that should be allowed. If I sit down at a table and you say, I don't want to play against a combo deck, I'm going to find a new table. That's both of our prerogatives.
I mean, also for me, I'm going to be like, okay, well, I can play a different deck this game. And then after this game, I'll go find a new table to play with. Because, like, I'm fine not playing a combo deck most games. It's just the fact that it's like, if you hate it that hard, it's more on you to get over it than it is for people to not play combo.
At what point is it just good deck building versus combo? Like,
engine versus combo.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, like,
if I have no tutors in my deck in any way, shape, or form, and I just naturally draw,
I think the connotation is just infinite, right? Like, it's an engine if it provides additional value throughout the game. It's a combo if it goes infinite. That's kind of the connotation I feel like I hear a lot, right? Infinite combats is a combo, but 3 additional combats per land played is an engine.
Yeah. Okay.
In an LGS, where landfall players run rampant, It's up to one player to bring balance to the commander pod. I'll cast Swords of Plowshares targeting your rampaging Balos, using strategies frowned upon by the community. Cast Toper Orb. Oh man, can you not? That card's really bad. He will show the community that Landfall isn't as strong as they thought it was. Starring Josh Brown as Hopeful Storm Player. I just need to hit a card draw spell, and then a land and a flashback enabler. Man, I think I've got this. Nathaniel Smith as Rube Goldberg Machine Creator. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna flicker this guy 4 times and draw 8 cards. Zack Reed as Confused CEDH Player. What do you mean your curve is mostly 9 drops? And Tristan Pearson as Annoying Landfall Player. Okay, so I'm gonna make 14 zombies off this Field of the Dead and then deal 28 damage to the table with Perforos. You can find Blood Moon, No Lands Are Safe, in theaters September 2019.
Anyway, we've recorded for a while now, and we have answered some questions, given out some great advice. So I think we'll go ahead and move here to the end step. Anybody got something they want to share that's outside of the realm of Magic the Gathering?
I mean,
Indeed.
we'll let Zach go first. Mine's little.
This is a little game called Hades that was absolutely fantastic,
Ooh,
and I
Hades
loved it
is
1000%.
Oh, yeah.
Highly recommend. And I have not played Hades 2. It is definitely
Okay.
on my list.
I was about to
Eventually, I will
ask.
get to it. But yes. Also very excited to play that. But I have been playing a game called Curse of the Dead Gods, which is very similar to
Okay.
Hades. Like it's a very similar gameplay loop of you become stronger as you play every run, kind of a
Right.
roguelike, similar vibes. So if you enjoy games like that and you have not played Curse of the Dead Gods, because it's a little lesser known, it's very good. Been very much enjoying it.
What style of roguelike is it?
It's basically very, very similar to Hades.
Oh,
where
yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching the...
It's
I'm looking
almost
at the Steam
exactly
page
the
for
same.
it. Yeah, very
It's different aesthetics.
isometric
Gotcha.
view.
Yeah, it's like Hades, but with an Aztec god theme instead of the Olympian god theme. So like, there's like
Okay.
a jaguar
I-
god, an eagle god, and a serpent god.
Okay, now that you
And those are
mention
like the
that.
3 main bosses.
Yeah. Now you mention that, I think I have vaguely heard of this game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
looks
if you enjoy
interesting.
like Hades-like games, it is very much similar vein, and you will very much enjoy this one as well. So,
Yeah, looks good. I love roguelites and roguelikes. I think they are
I love
super
them
fun.
so much.
Obviously, I've talked about my love for Slay the Spire 2,
Yep.
Slay the Spire, Risk of Rain 2, Hades 1 and
Balatro.
2, Balatro. Oh, dude, Balatro's so good. I'm
Risk
really
of
surprised.
Rain.
One of our friends posted that he's just started playing Balatro for the first time. And I'm like, how have you not played Balatro yet, my guy?
Don't flame me. I haven't played it yet either.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well-
I'm just like the little meme over there of like Kevin. What's his name? Kevin, the guy from all the Adam Sandler films.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
He has like the little shrug shoulder meme. I'm that guy right now. I'm just like shrug. I've
Zach,
never
have you
played
also not
Balatro.
played Balatro?
Yeah, never played
Okay.
it.
Guys, it's so good.
It's one of those games that I know.
I
I
know
know
it's
it's gonna
good.
suck me in. I
Yeah.
know it's gonna suck me in when I start playing, and
It's
that's
so
why I'm not
good.
specifically
I
not.
literally paid for it twice. I have it on Steam and I have it on the Nintendo Switch because it was so much fun. I was like, I need to be able to play this when I travel as well. So like
Yeah,
whenever we go
that's
on
fair.
road trips back to Idaho, my wife usually does most of the driving because she gets motion sick. So I'll just sit in the passenger seat and play Balatro the whole time while we listen to
Amazing.
audiobooks. It's
That's
awesome.
great. Talking about the thing sucking us in actually goes into my thing kind of outside the world of
Perfect
magic.
transition.
Yeah. Whoa,
Look at us.
segue.
We're professionals.
Whoa, look at us. Look at us.
All the followers and listeners are back. Thank you.
Yay.
Yay.
Welcome back.
Missed a lot, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yesterday, I guess this last Sunday, as of you guys listening to this, I went over and I recorded an episode with the MTG Unraveled guys. So Ryan and
join the
Rafa. Woohoo! And
I haven't
so
joined yet.
We had a lot of
You'll
fun
get there.
because we talked about stuff, and over there I had talked about how I have been cripplingly addicted to Power World. And
Oh,
they had
yes.
brought up that they had done a similar thing with Baldur's Gate 3. And
Ooh.
Zack talking about how it's going to suck him in. I'm sitting here like, I have not actually done a full game. Like, I've done the first like level or two of Baldur's Gate 3. That's as far as I've got, because I know it's going to suck me in, and I'm going to spend like 300 plus hours on it, and it's going to eat my life for like 6 months. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
more,
It's a big commitment.
That's some potential Patreon content. Is us four, including Tristan, play through a
Full
Baldur's
Gate
Gate 3
playthrough.
run.
That would be pretty sick. I know
be
Tristan
down
would
for
probably
that.
be
That
down.
would be. But yeah, no, I feel that of like, I don't want to start a game because I know it's going to suck me in and
Right.
I'm not going to be able to do anything else. And so it's like trying to time it to a part of my life where I'm like ready for it.
Exactly.
But then I'm also like, I really want to play it because I know it's going to be good. I'm going to love it.
Yeah, this
I
game
run
is
into that
perfect for
problem
me.
so much, where it's like, I really want to play this game. I really want to devote a bunch of time to this game. I really want to play this game so much, but I don't have time because so many of my afternoons are taken up with either hanging out with my wife or playing or editing this podcast. Both of which are things that, like, editing the podcast needs to get done for y'all, but I just really like my wife a lot, and so when she's home, I'd rather
That's
spend
fair.
time with her than anything. So it's like I don't really have a lot of time to just play video games and just get really sucked in. Like, I bought Blueprints, and Blueprints has been really fun. It's a fun little puzzle roguelike game, but I haven't beaten it. I haven't even gotten close, I think. I'm only 5 hours in, and I just feel like I've gotten nowhere. But I really want to beat the game because I know it's really good.
Yeah, I think it's probably part of the reason why I spend so much time on Minecraft, because it's one where I'm like, I could start doing something on here and then I could drop it and do something else and it's fine. Like, I'm not super deep into a story or anything. I'm just sitting here building something fun.
just play your own pace kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of good games out there to play.
Indeed.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for us this week. We want to thank you all for listening to us and hanging out with us today. We want to thank everybody who sends in questions and lets us answer their questions, and for help letting us give them some helpful advice. So if you have questions you want answered on the podcast, and I know you do, I know you've got some, you've been meaning to send them in. I know. It's okay. I am going to wait as long as it takes. But if you're ready to send them over to us at manabonded@gmail.com. We'll take any and all questions about deck advice, social situations that felt kind of awkward, any of them. We will happily take those questions, and we will let you know what our takes are.
Yeah, give us your
them.
questions. Give them to us.
If you have questions about music, please do not send them to me because I'm not a professional at music. But if you need someone who is, the one who created our starting intro music is Steve Brown. You can find his music at stevebrownsongs.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you like art and have some questions about getting some cool art made for you, you can find Shadow Aclopex, the person who did the art for our podcast, in the show notes and connect it to our socials.
Absolutely. And if you have questions on where to find those socials, we have a link tree, which will point you to all of them, whether it be our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram, our BlueSky, our TikTok, and any others you may find. Be sure to leave us a review on the app you're listening to, and a few more you're not. Like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Give us a follow everywhere else. It means a lot to us to see the reviews on Apple Podcast and on Spotify grow, and to see your comments and responses to the polls that we're going to make. It really means a lot to see that engagement. So thank you to all of you who do that, and for those of you who have been meaning to but haven't yet, we'll be here when you do. That'll be all for us this week, and we will see you next week.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry, I'm scrolling through the list of cards and trying to find him.
Yep. Don't worry.
Editing will make me look good.
Yeah, yeah.
It can only do so much.
It can do everything. Okay, editing is the reason I am as cool as I am right now. There we go. Homer the Hermit.
I'm drinking lactose-free chocolate milk, recording ads for a podcast. Hell yeah, brother.